Geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and whether this is your first time here or your 10th time here, I am glad you are here. And if it is your first time here, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the running content I have coming out all the time. Today it is time for another episode in the Run the USA series. For those of you who are new here, the Run the USA series is where I go state by state to take a look at the most highly recommended races to run by runners just like you. So I go all the way from 5K up to trail and ultra. So everything is in there. This is what runners have recommended for you. So I'm going to have a link up here and down in the description so you can catch up on the states you missed so far. But today we are moving ahead with the state of Massachusetts. We all know that the granddaddy of all marathons, the Boston Marathon, is held in Massachusetts. But what if you want to run something else? Let's take a look. We'll start with the Boston Athletic Association 5K held in Boston in April. Want to cross the finish line of the Boston Marathon without having to run the marathon? Join 10,000 runners as they run the BAA 5K through the streets of Boston instead. Runners describe this race as high energy with amazing crowd support, plus all athletes receive a shirt from Adidas and a unicorn finisher's medal. Whether you're a runner or a walker, this Boston Marathon weekend race is well within your grasp. Next is the Cambridge Classic Series, held in Cambridge every quarter. With offerings in the springs, summer, fall, and winter, you're never too far away from a great 5K. Courses run through the streets of downtown Cambridge and are open to runners or walkers of every pace. All courses are fast and flat and include sweet swag and epic post-race parties. Moving up to the 10K, we have the Holyoke St. Patrick's Road Race held in Holyoke in March. Be a part of a Massachusetts tradition dating back to the 1970s. Every year, Holyoke throws a St. Patrick's celebration to remember, and the 10K promises to be the highlight of the occasion. If you're not up to running, you could also opt for the 2-mile walk that departs after the last runner crosses the start line. You'll see all paces here from the swift and elite to the more recreational runner. If you're ready for the wearing of the green, this is the race to check out. Next is the Boston 10K for women, held in Boston in October. Since 1977, this race has brought women together, inspiring and empowering them through their love of running. Join thousands of runners, joggers, walkers, and spectators of all ages and athletic abilities as they come together to celebrate health, fitness, and community. The race inspires women to set the bar high, achieve their health and wellness goals, and go for their personal best. Starting on Beacon Street, the picturesque course runs through Boston's Back Bay and across and along the Charles River. It's fast and exciting with excellent views of Back Bay, the river, and the skylines of Boston and Cambridge. Now let's take a look at some half marathons, starting with the Ipswich Ale Half Marathon held in Ipswich in April. Don't miss this popular half marathon on one of the prettiest courses you'll ever run, starting and finishing at beautiful Crane Beach. Runners climb up and around the spectacular Crane Estate in the first mile, storming the castle, before heading west past open farmland, picturesque salt marshes, and classic New England stone walls. The course winds through scenic neighborhoods along the Ipswich River before runners turn around and head back to the final 4 miles to the finish line for a great post-race party. All registrants receive a Storm the Castle shirt and a finisher's medal. Next up, we have the Twin Lobster Half Marathon held in Gloucester in June. A mecca for fishermen, artists, tourists, and families for some 4 centuries, this small city nestled on the north shore of Massachusetts is home to both the nation's oldest seaport and its oldest working artistic community, and plays host to this half marathon each year just as the weather is warming up in early June. Runners make their way past the famous Man at the Wheel statue early in the race after starting the half marathon at Gloucester High School. From there, the course heads east through the city along the coastline and sticks to the water for most of the route. There are really only a handful of stretches on the course that don't take you past the waters of the western or inner harbors. If you're looking for a hilly but scenic race, this one should be on your list. And now we have the Fool's Duel Half Marathon and 5K held in Gloucester in April. Need another scenic race in beautiful Gloucester? Take on the Fool's Duel, the race so nice you have to run it twice. Yes, in addition to the half marathon, you could also take on the 5K to get a challenge medal. Jump into spring with beautiful ocean views as you run along the scenic coastline on Cape Ann. Runners get a shirt, medal, hydration flask, and drawstring backpack, as well as being treated to free race photos, training plans, discounts from sponsors, and bragging rights. Moving up to the full marathon, we have the Hyannis Marathon held in Hyannis in March. The Hyannis Marathon, Half Marathon, 10K, and Marathon Relay is one of the premier winter race events in all of New England. It's the first distance race event of the year, with runners from all over New England hoping to either run a personal best, cover the distance for the first time, maybe qualify for the Boston Marathon, or just to get moving again after a winter of cold and slow runs. The course is an extremely picturesque and historical route, paved and mostly flat and gentle, with a few rolling areas ideal for a late winter, early spring PR. Your registration includes a medal and a long-sleeve technical t-shirt. Need another marathon? Try the Bay State Marathon and Half held in Lowell in October. The Bay State Marathon is one of the most prestigious, flat, fast-paced races in the country, attracting a balanced combination of recreational, amateur, and competitive elite runners. For over 30 years, they have prided themselves on being a race that is for runners, by runners. The race is one of the few remaining marathons fully hosted and executed by a running club rather than for a for-profit company. The Greater Lowell Road Runners use the funds that are raised from the race to fulfill their mission of promoting and encouraging the sport of running through road races, fun runs, group training activities, lectures, and social events. After you pick up your medal for crossing the finish line, stay for the post-race meal and ring the BQ bell if you've earned it. Anyone who PRs or BQs gets a commemorative keychain as well. Maybe trail races are more your speed. Check out the Tiki Trail 5K series held in Westford from June until August. For those wanting to ease into trail races with a shorter distance, you could run one or all of the races in the Tiki Trail series. On summer evenings, you can take a cross-country run through the Neshoba Valley ski area with professional timing by Yankee Timing. Your registration also includes a barbecue dinner after the race and entry into the nightly raffle. Register for all 6 races in the series to receive a t-shirt. For those who like more technical trails, try the Seven Sisters Trail Race held in Amherst in May. This race features 12 miles of technical single-track trail on an out and back course with over 3,500 feet of elevation gain following the ridge crest of the Holyoke Range. It's widely considered the most challenging trail race in the Northeast with the most beautiful views. While notoriously difficult, this race is amazingly popular and the 500 open spots will fill up quickly. And finally, if you're really ready to go the distance, the Mid-State Massive Ultra Trail is held in New Ipswich in October. The Mid-State Massive Ultra Trail 100-miler, 50-miler, and 30-miler point-to-point races wind through the mountains, fields, roads, and rivers of central Massachusetts with border crossings into New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. You have 3 race options that will test your will to endure as you race, run, and climb amidst the height of New England's autumn. No matter what distance you choose, Mid-State Massive Ultra Trail is your doorway to adventure and discovery. All runners receive a long-sleeve race shirt, custom coffee mug, and a finisher's award unique to the distance completed. So there you go. Those are the most highly recommended races in the state of Massachusetts as suggested by runners just like you. Thank you to everyone who sent in suggestions. I had so many answers. It was really hard to narrow it down to know exactly what to talk about. If you have some suggestions for our next state, which is Michigan, then please let me know down in the comments below. You could also let me know if you found this fun or helpful by giving this a big thumbs up. Both of those do help us get out to more runners just like you. This is your second reminder that if you have not hit that subscribe button, make sure to click it now so you don't miss any of the running adventures I'm having all the time. You could also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you next time. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. See you later.